Introducing the African Diaspora News Channel app, your gateway to stories that's overlooked by the corporate mainstream media.
And we serve as the voice to the so-called Black community.
Again, we got Dr. Candace Matthews.
A lot of these documents, looking at.
We are committed to informing and educating through the power of media.
This country is supposed to be about the land of the free for all. It has not been free for Black people, and we are tired.
With our platform, we're helping to end injustice by exposing it.
Join us in standing for excellence in journalism and serving our community. Download the African Diaspora News app today.
It's not looking good for Akon. He's actually in quite a bit of trouble. Remember the Akon city we talked about and we praised and we were excited for, especially considering, this is going to be a futuristic city with its own currency. It was marketed well, at least let's give him that. For sure it was marketed well, and people bought into it. A lot of people bought into it, and the messaging mostly was, to help Senegal as well as to show Africa in a great light, bringing unity, and it was just a beautiful message. But unfortunately, Akon will be forced to forfeit $6 billion city if he does not begin to build the city. According to reports, the R&B singer Akon has received a final formal notice from the Senegalese government urging him to begin construction on his Akon City project. The planned city would feature condominiums, office, parks, university, an ocean resort, and a 5,000-bed hospital. The city was intended to attract tourists and investors. The general manager of SAPCO Senegal stated that Akon risks losing 90% of the land granted to him if it remains undeveloped. And allegedly, Akon missed a few of his payments, hence why he is getting this final notice. So if they're giving him a final notice, that means there were other notices that were given to him in regards to payment and starting building. If he doesn't start building, he's wasting the land. He was given that land. Imagine what kind of privilege this was, and he promised a lot and he hasn't delivered. He hasn't done much with that land. Even though he committed and promised so much, he didn't. And on top of that, he's missing payments. It's sad. It's sad really, because, a lot of people believed in Akon and the city, and they were hyping this up. They were happy that someone that looks like us is doing this, but he's letting a lot of people down. So he's expected to go to Senegal to have a conversation with the authorities to, I guess, assure them and tell them that it is going to begin. But as of now, he's been given the warning, and let's not forget, there were a lot of accusations against him when it comes to scamming and not being able to deliver what he has promised.
Akon, with all that he has done, supposedly, when it came to lighting up Africa and having a crypto city that's supposed to be in Senegal, and he has this Akon, like a Bitcoin, that him and his team went out to do a project to be able to help and assist small entrepreneur businesses in Africa, and we're requesting people to come on board this journey in doing this project to help Africa. Now, myself and many people joined on board because why not help people who really don't have much, but yet you want to see them flourish just like you might see yourself or others. In this whole confusion, I don't want to say scam, but I'm going to say that they have not fulfilled their promise in what they would provide to the donors, the investors, or the contributors of this whole thing. Now, they got themselves in hot water, apparently, because of the fact that they were made promises that in exchange for people's donations, they would get a TOA, token of appreciation. This would convert over into an A coin as the time goes on. But apparently, according to maybe the SEC, and I will provide this information here shortly of the email that they had sent out, but they were not legitimately able to do such a thing. Where they asked those people who got involved with this project that to stay on board with them until they can get things fixed. And if you do not want to go further with this project due to the fact that it was illegitimate promise that they had made that is illegal, that you can go ahead, put your name in a hat and go ahead and get your refund. Well, of course, myself and other people have done such a thing, and they have failed to return people's money, which then will lead me to believe it would be a scam.
So this is not a good look, basically. And we will be keeping up with this story to see if he's actually going to start building and doesn't have to give up this land that he was given and the investment. Like, imagine all the people that would have gotten a job because of this, they're not going to get, because he committed that the local people will be hired in that city. And there was a lot of promises. We've talked about this when it first happened years ago. So yeah, it's sad however you look at it. Anyways, fam, let us know down below what your thoughts are about Akon City and Akon apparently not delivering what he has promised. I am Wongel Zelalem.